Well, hello everybody on YouTube. Tonight's video is called Pereira, Colombia Scams. Now, the reason I'm touching this subject was for the simple fact that yesterday I made a video called Medellin, Colombia Scams. And I have promised you guys that I will be making this video, so I'm coming through with my promise. Now, one of Pereira, Colombia scams is that when you're walking through El Centro, in El Centro de Pereira in the nighttime, it's a very sketchy area for the simple fact that you have prostitutes as well as gay guys walking around that are prostituting themselves and that are dressed as females. Now, some of these gay guys, I have nothing against gay people, so I don't want you guys, that are homophobic or whatever the case may be, to take offense to this. Now, some of those guys that are out there, they are very aggressive type, they'll walk up to you, they'll start kind of trying to grab up on you. This hasn't happened to me, but it happened to one of my friends. They get really touchy, they get really personal, and they'll walk up to you, like maybe two of them, and they'll start grabbing on you, and they'll start grabbing your private area. At the same time, that guy's grabbing your private area, or the person may be grabbing your private area, whether it be female or a guy prostitute, they're taking your phone. And sometimes when they try to rebel against them, they get very violent to the point where some of them have meat cleavers, or they'll have a knife on them. And if you go against one of them, whether it be a female or a guy, trust me, they'll rampack you and they'll roll up on you like you have no clue. If you have no understanding of what I'm talking about, look videos up on YouTube and you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, in El Centro de Pereira. Now, another one that I see a lot often is people, lending them money. Don't lend nobody money out there when you're out there. Just tell them, you know what, you came there, money-wise, you're not doing so good, so that way, they won't have high expectations of trying to come up on you. Because for the simple fact that a lot of them, they're just trying to hustle, You have to keep in mind that you're going to a third world country where there's a lot of need. There's people that need food and other important stuff that, they need on an everyday basis. That to us, it's just that we take things for granted, but to them, it's very important. Now, another subject that I want to touch is basically when you go to a strip club. Sometimes at the strip clubs, the bartenders, they'll charge you. But then when they see that you're tipsy and that you're really, kind of gone, they'll walk up to you and they'll tell you, you know what, you didn't pay for this. And the reason I'm telling you this is for the simple fact I went through this. The guy had already charged me basically like $30,000. And basically I paid him for the simple fact that, I seen that he was going to get agitated. And I knew that if I would have really got agitated, it could have turned into a fight, because, I'm the type of person that, when I know I'm right, I'm right. And if I know I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We all made mistakes, but I know for sure I paid the guy. But I didn't want to start drama there, and then, me not be able to come back to the club. So I just told him, you know what, I'm certain that I paid you, but you know what, if it was my mistake, my bad. And I just paid him and we left it at that. But the guy knew, the waitress knew that basically I was up on game and that I was no dummy. So never again did he ever try to do that little stunt on me. But there is a lot of guys that, they fall vulnerable to this, and that's when they become victim to it. Now, another scam that I see going on a lot is the scam that basically when guys send females nude pictures or whatever the case may be, that becomes a problem for the simple fact that when you're with this girl or whatever and you're taking her out to eat and you're doing this and you're doing that, when you kind of lost interest in them or whatever, they try to blackmail you, okay? They try basically extorting you, saying that if you don't give them a nice, reasonable sum, that they're going to basically put your picture on blast and, degrade you that way. And some guys, they give up money, they give up money, and they give up money. And, when they can't get money out of them, they still put their picture up on Facebook and stuff like that. Now, this is a very sketchy thing. You don't ever want to send, full body pictures of you and your penis area or whatever the case may be. You just want to avoid that. Just let the person see you, on a personal level. Or if you're going to send a picture, send a picture from the waist down. If, you're in a really trustworthy, environment with that person. But for the most part, you know what I mean, I would recommend you guys don't do that. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, if you're in need of doing that, then make sure that your face don't come out, for the simple fact that that can be a problem. Now, for the most part, Pereira, Colombia is a really easygoing city. You know what I mean? To me, possibly, like, I would recommend from all the cities of Colombia. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think Medellin, Colombia, is a really beautiful city. But the peaceness that you see in Pereira, you don't see in a lot of cities. Like, I see peacefulness in Pereira, in Armenia, in Manizales, and Medellin. You see peace too, but since it's the second largest city in Colombia, you have a little bit of everything going on. Now, compared to other cities like Bogota, Cali, and Medellin, we'll be touching that subject tomorrow. Okay? But for the most part, I mean, Pereira is a really easygoing city. There's lots to do. There's lots of places to eat. There's beautiful, beautiful women there. And the weather is just nice and ripe. You know what I mean? The weather there is easygoing. You know what I mean? And the people are really fun to be with. So I hope that you guys found this video useful. Please make sure to give the video a thumbs like. Please make sure to subscribe to my page. And thank you guys for all the love and support. Good night. Sweet dreams. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.